ब्रह्मानन्दं परमसुखदं केवलं ज्ञानमूर्तिः द्वन्द्वातीतं गगन सदृशं तत्त्वमस्यादिलक्ष्यम्। चैतन्यं शाश्वतं शान्तं व्योमातीतं निरञ्जनं नादबिन्दु कलातीतं तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः। गुरुर्ब्रह्मा गुरुर्विष्णु गुरुर्देवो महेश्वरः गुरु साक्षात् परब्रह्म तस्मै श्री गुरवे अखण्डमण्डलाकारम् व्याप्तं येन चराचरम् तत्पदं दर्शितं येन तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः। अज्ञानतिमिरान्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जन शलाकया चक्षुरुन्मीलितं येन तस्मै श्री गुरवे ॐ त्वमेव साक्षात् श्री आदिगुरु दत्तात्रेय साक्षात् श्री आदिशक्ति माताजी श्री निर्मला देवी नमो
Yashwani, everyone. Welcome to today's evening meditation. We'll start the evening with some balancing and meditation. And then we'll listen to a mother's talk, which is from Guru Puja, 1987. And then we'll finish off with some music. We can all bow down to Mother and raise our Kundalini collectively. We can put our right hand on the Mother Earth, left hand on the lap. We'll take the mantra of Shri Mahakali Sakshat, Shri Kala Bhairav Sakshat. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Mahakali Sakshat Shri Kala Bhairav Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Devyai Namo Namaha. You can bring our right hand back on the lap, left hand towards the sky, with the palm facing towards our face. We'll take the mantra of Shri Maha Saraswati Sakshat, Shri Hanuman Sakshat. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Maha Saraswati Sakshat Shri Hanuman Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Devyai Namo Namaha. And bring our left hand back on the lap. Can put our attention on the central channel. We'll take the mantra of Shri Maha Lakshmi Sakshat, Shri Maha Ganesha Sakshat. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Maha Lakshmi Sakshat Shri Maha Ganesha Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Devyai Namo Namaha. You can bring your left hand on the right Swadhisthana. You can keep our right hand towards Mother. We'll take the mantra of Shri Sarvatapaharini Saksha. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Sarvatapaharini Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Devyai Namo Namaha. You can bring our left hand back on the lap. You can put our right hand on the left heart. We'll take the mantra of Shri Shiva Parvati Sakshat. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Shiva Parvati Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Devyai Namo Namaha. We can raise our right hand on the left Vishuddhi. We can tilt our head towards the right. We can take the mantra Shri Vishnu Maya Saksha. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Vishnu Maya Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Devyai Namo Namaha. I can raise our right hand on the Agya Chakra. Can place our hand on both the sides of the forehead. Press it a little bit. We'll take the mantra of Shri Jesus Mary Sakshat, Shri Mahalakshmi Sakshat. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Jesus Mary Sakshat Shri Mahalakshmi Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Devyai Namo Namaha. Shri Mataji, I forgive everyone and I forgive myself. Shri Mataji, I forgive everyone and I forgive myself. Please forgive me. Shri Mataji, please forgive me. And take our right hand on the back agya and raise our head towards the sky. We'll take the mantra of Shri Mahaganesha Sakshat, Shri Kala Bhairav Sakshat, Shri Hiranyagarbha Sakshat. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Mahaganesha Sakshat Shri Kala Bhairav Sakshat Shri Hiranyagarbha Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Devyai Namo Namaha. Shri Mataji, if I have done anything against the Holy Ghost or against you or against the Param Chaitanya, please forgive me. can take our attention now on the Sahasrara. Bring our right hand back on the lap. We'll take the three great Mahamantras. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Mahalakshmi Mahasaraswati Mahakali Triguణatmika Kundalini Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Devyai Namo Namaha Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Kalaki Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Devyai Namo Namaha Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Kalaki Sakshat Shri Sahasrahara Swamini Moksha Pradayani Mataji Shri Nirmala Devyai Namo Namaha
Today, it's a great day that you are here to worship your Guru in the realm of the heart of the universe. If we can do that in our domain of the heart, we don't have to do anything else. Today, also, I feel I have to tell you about Sahaj Yoga and its value which is related to other yogas which were accepted in the olden days all over the world. They called it one as the yoga, not Sahaja Yoga. It started with various types of practices of Ashtanga yogas, eightfold yogas, with a guru. And one had to go through lots of hardships. Nobody who was married was allowed into that Ashtanga yoga, and they had to give up their families, give up their relationships. They had to become absolutely, just a minute, absolutely without any attachments to go to a guru. All their property, all their possessions were given up, not to the guru, as is done in modern times, but given away. And this was called as yoga. The another style was called as Sankhya. Sankhya is where all your life you have to gather things with detachment and then to distribute them completely. And take to a guru in a way completely surrendered, and then get realization. Sankhya is the right-sided, Sankhya was the left-sided behavior, and the yoga was the right-sided. Where the Gayatri mantra was used was the Sankhya. Because they were left-sided, they used to use Gayatri mantra. They went so much to the left side, that is to gather things, to gather possessions, to gather properties, to gather all kinds of friends and relations and societies, that they were afraid that they may be completely lost into all those things. They would go to Gayatri, the mantra of Gayatri, which teaches you the essences of all our chakras, the centers. I've told about this before also. Bhu, Uru, Swaha. Bhu stands for the essence of the bija of the Muladhara. Bhu for the universe that is created, that is Swadhisthana's bija. Swaha is the bija of the Nabhi. Mana is the essence of the heart chakra. Then Jana is the people, collectivity, is the essence or the bija of the Vishuddhi chakra. Then Tapa is the one where you go into tapasya, into renunciation, into hardships. Is the essence of the Agya chakra. And then the Satya is the truth, is the essence of the Sahasrara. Not the truth that we think as truth, but the truth that is expressed in our central nervous system. So this is discovered at the seventh stage of the Sahasrara. So the people who did Sankhya were sort of not so much respected as spiritual people because they thought these are all involved into worldly things and worldly possessions and worldly happenings. So they were regarded as something secondary. Or those who were yogis of the gurus were regarded higher because they had already given up everything and they have gone to a guru, giving up all the things that they have. But here, these gurus had a problem within themselves because they found that those who came to them gave up everything, no doubt, but still there was lurking attachments. In their own ashramas, they found these people had their own attachments to things. Though outwardly they had given up, but inside they had not given up. So they were still sticking on to these ideas that, oh, it's all right, but still we can have little things like that. Doesn't matter. Like that, there was little compromises going on. Like as we have here, nunneries and all that. So both in a way were artificial. The one side is the Sankhyas were trying to ascend with all the luggage they were carrying. And another were trying to descend with all the ambitions of ascent. So it was a very funny thing in every aspect in both these styles of yoga. As you can see that now if you go to America, you will find, oh God, what is this America? It's not democracy, it's demonocracy. But if you go from that in the realm of another country like Russia, you'll find, what is this? You are working here under complete pressures and fears. But as soon as a Russian comes out of that country, he can become worse than an American. So what is this? One theory works here, another theory works there. So which is the theory that is all right? Same you find about religion. Say a religion which believes in many gods like the Hindus, they are also believing now into the bhoots. And they are also following the path of possessions. If you go to a temple, every temple has got a nice arrangement for you to get possessed. Or even a church or a mosque, where God has to decide, you find suddenly you get attacked and you come out absolutely puzzled about yourself, ending up into lunatic asylums. So what sort of worshipping places are these where you go to find God and you get the horrible satanic forces acting on you? That's why in the modern times people have become so very confused. We do not find truth in anything, in any ideologies, any philosophies, anything that started, say, Confucius started humanism, Socrates started another thing, Muhammad Sahib started another thing. Like Muhammad Sahib said, let us not worship God as an idol. Let us worship Him in the Nirakara, in the formless God. But you see the formless, how they are killing each other now? I mean, after seeing the Muslim countries, you can't believe there could be any formless or formful God existing anywhere. All must have run away. The way they are fighting. Then you see the Christian countries. Wherever they have gone, they have tried to dominate other people who were not Christians, just as if they had a right to do it because they were Christians. The disciples of Christ who said, forgive them, for they do not know what they are doing. And I have to say the same for all the Christians. Forgive them, for they do not know what they are doing. And when you are shocked at all these things, one must sit down and think, what is to be done? What's the problem is? So it is neither Sankhya nor Yoga. Then what is it you have to achieve? That is Sahajog. Sahajog is a system in which first you are not given a theory, but the light in your hand to see for yourself. In which both things look the same. For example, now you have got this beautiful house made for your mother. While your mother doesn't know how to get attached to even a pin. It's a funny situation. Everybody has to remind me, mother, it is your house. Oh, I see. And I am to be reminded, I must thank you all, especially the English, especially the leaders of English, Sahajogis, for making full effort to get this house. But then I think, why should I thank? It's not mine, it's theirs. And that's what it is. So a new type of confusion starts. And that's what I felt, that this confusion is very sweet and beautiful. It's a fact that nothing belongs to us, but everything belongs to us. When I think about how beautifully you have done this place, it belongs to me, all right. This house belongs to me. England belongs to me. And above all, the whole world belongs to me. That's how we see Sankhya and Yoga become one in Sahaja Yoga. And he said that when you see Sankhya and Yoga as one, then only Sa Pashyati. That's the one who sees. That's the one is the witness. So for normal people it could be that how is it your mother is supposed to be a guru and she wears all ornaments. But what to do? She's also a mother and she's also a goddess. Another confusion. How to make these two things meet? You say a guru has to be a very angry person, wearing only single dress, either upwards or downwards. I don't know how that is. With a big thick rod in the hand, never smiling, laughing no question, smiling. And the gurus have to be very long faced, developing big beards, and no ladies allowed. In such a situation where the women are not to be seen at all, I mean, I shouldn't even see my face, it's like that. There is a big discussion in all the scriptures, and not scriptures, I would say, the critics, whether a woman should be allowed to do the spiritual practices or not. Imagine. Not only among Christians, you will be surprised, even in Indian scriptures, whether is woman should be allowed or not to do spiritual practices. Now, when your mother is a woman and she is your guru, what will you do? This is another confusion, because it is wrong. The whole thing is falsehood, based on no basis at all. You may try anything to say that women are not meant for spiritual life. Try any argument, it fails. The other day I met one big John in a university, big fellow. I might say a really hard nut. And he started saying, we Christians cannot accept a woman to be God. I said, why? Because so to put all these upside down stories right, your mother had to come on this earth as a guru. I got to this point out of one little confusion I had about myself. The other day, somebody was after my life that I should buy a bracelet. I said, I have no money anymore, I don't want to buy. All right, we'll give it in puja. I said, no, but there's only Guru Puja. I said, all right, we'll give in Guru Puja. I said, on a Guru Puja to buy a bracelet was something funny I've done. After all, in a Guru Puja, don't give a bracelet to your Guru, do you? You can give, say, a big rod. Or you might give him a sandalwood khadawas, they call the chappals. Or you may give him a shawl. But here it is, I have asked, all right, give it in Guru Puja. What was the reason? And I became aware of my own confusion. And I thought of it. I said, this is what it is. That it has to happen this way. That on a Guru Puja, you have to give a bracelet to your Guru. Let us change it over. The whole thing has to be brought up this way that everything faces reality. All these false ideas have to be given up. Like if you have a carpet upside down, the whole design is upside down. But if you put the carpet right, everything falls in line. And that's why you needed a mother to give you realization and a guru as a mother to teach you that for ascent of God, nobody can be prohibited. That is how the Sahaja Yoga today is working out in all directions, if you find, to put all upside down things into right direction, to expose it to reality, to bring all real values, to abolish all rotten value systems, all political, economic systems, all spiritual theologies, all psychological and all such nonsensical ideas into its proper direction. How in one incarnation it has worked out. You can imagine how in one incarnation all these ideas have been put right. Another idea exists among Hindus that if you are a religious people, you should be a vegetarian. All the Brahmins believe this, and even the non-Brahmins. But we had a Brahmin working in one of the places where I was living, and they said that for mother we have to give meat. She doesn't eat anything else, she has to eat pure proteins. He said, yes, of course, for mother she must have. Whether it's a Brahmin or a non-Brahmin, all understand that mother has to eat proteins. Because she has to drink the blood of all these Rakshasas. How can she be vegetarian? And if she has to kill so many devils, how can she be non-violent? So the contrast that you see in the description of the mother, that she is the one who is the most furious personality, when it comes to the killing of the people who are of the negative land, who are trying to destroy her creation, her own children, and she is the sweetest and the mildest person for her own children. These two contrasts should be seen. Even in animals you'll find the same contrast. But very evident in an incarnation like this. And today, through Sahaja Yoga, we have been able to prove that Sankhya and Yoga are the same. Whether you collect things, whether you have possessions, or whether you give away, makes no difference to a person who is detached from the. If you collect them for others, even better. But if you collect for yourself and then give away, that's even much better. Because first you collect for yourself, then you think, oh, it's good for me, I will use this one for myself, will be a good idea. So the self is there. But then that you give away, that means your detachment is complete. Or the third personality could be like me, which just goes on collecting and just goes on giving. Without thinking, it collects, and without thinking, it gives. Because thinking is not my job. That is one thing I have given up, is to think. I don't want to think. That's your work, not me. And without thinking, how many things we have achieved through Sahaja Yoga. Yoga and Sankhya, both are products of thinking, not products of spontaneity. This house itself is a product of spontaneity. I mean, as we call the English as sabloks, you see. So I've took some sabloks with me round to see some houses. And they wanted to houses with some character. Means something must fall out, something must be crooked, it should not be straightforward. I said, now please, I can't bear all this crooked. So, no, but it has character. I said, now this kind of a crooked nose I don't want. Straightforward it should be. So they were rather disappointed at me. And the Sablog has some other ideas also. Let's say, for example, if you go to, say, to a place called Vinmaya, it's a posh place. And if you go to the north side, it's little less. Then if you go to the east, it's useless. Like that. I said, let's go to the north. Northeast, as far as we can go. Because the goddess has to be Dakshinamurti. She has to be on the north side to be on her eyes on the south. That's the reason she has to be. I mean, we could not be in Scotland, that would have been too much for you. But that would have been the ideal for all of us. Because then our drishti is towards, our vision is towards the south, and we see the whole universe under our own beautiful visions. So that's how spontaneously we found this place. And Sab log were yes, no, yes. But spontaneously we got. And then we found out it has a history. Then we found out its beautiful vibrations. Then we found out the potential about it. Whatever you get spontaneously, it is full of potentials. On this point, I have to say a few words. It's important. Can I have my handkerchief, please? I have to get few points I have to say about, thank you, about spontaneity part, which is quite interesting, the way people think spontaneity works. Like, it's mostly ego part which says this is spontaneous, with so many people. Especially the very old Sahajogis think they are authorities on spontaneity. Like we had a land in Paitana. So one of the older one went there and he said, this land is vibrating and this is not vibrating. So everybody accepted, all right. Then they said, in this part of the land, nobody should eat their food. Now, from where does this knowledge come? When eating food is not a sin, is it? As if it is a sin that you are eating food in there. Then religiously they follow A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, Z and again A, B, C, D. Of Sahajoga to such an extent, I start thinking now they have become another fanatic Sahajogis. Fanaticism is against Sahajoga. Absolutely. Now they'll ask, how many times we should say this mantra? Then I say 0 times. How many drops we should put the ghee in our nose? Then I say a full jug. Then, oh, I should not have gone from the left side. I should have gone from the right side. then I would say you just jump up. You have to be like children. But the ideas are so settled down in Sahaja Yoga now. It's so many years, of course. But they should not settle down. If they settle down, it's not Sahaj. It's not spontaneous. If you do this way, then it is wrong. That way, it is wrong. Nothing of the kind. Nothing is wrong for you people. If you do anything wrong, your vibrations will be lost, finished. What is there to be so cautious? Like somebody said, I don't want to look at the cigarette. I said, why? Looking at it also is sinful. I said, looking at it, what happens? Then I feel like smoking. So I said, better smoke once for all. Or I cannot hold a wine bottle in my hand. Why? No, holding the wine bottle is sinful. I mean, you can swim in the wine. So this kind of understanding should be there. Though I have always said that if I say one thing, you will cling on to it. So I always say the other side of it. That don't stick on to something. Sahaja Yoga is not for sticking on to something. Like somebody who had learned certain, say, lessons about Sahaja Yoga in the beginning of it, certain mantras they had learned, and still they are sticking on to the same step. No. You have to go ahead. This is just a staircase. Don't get stuck at a point. We have had so many such cases hearing. People get really outworn, as they say. They'll go on telling you so many nonsensical ideas. You see, if you do like this, then this happens. First of all, you don't give ideas to others. That's one thing. If you decide that we don't give ideas about what's wrong with another person, half of your job is done. Because you don't have to do any job as I don't do. Anybody who comes, you are a booth. You better have it. I get reports from others. They say that your Sahajogis are wicked people. I said, why? Oh, they tell you you are evil. They tell you you are possessed. They tell you you are this, you are that. They are very wicked people. I'm really shocked to hear that Sahajogis, how can they be wicked? If somebody is suffering from something in the phone, they say, oh, you better have it. It's good for you. That's not the way. We have to be not only humble, very tactful and sweet to new people if you want any more to come in. But if you have decided not to have any more because we'll have to put another marquee, then I have nothing to say. But if you want others to come in, then it's important that you talk to them in a very sweet and beautiful language, the way they understand. Rudeness, arrogance, showing off is of no use. One should understand Sahaja Yoga is where you are in complete enjoyment about it. You are just lost into that enjoyment. Where is the time to remember how many times to give bandhan to yourself? What is the need to give bandhan to yourself? It's all a joke now for you, should be. A little child sucks the milk from the bottle, all right, because it has no teeth. But what about you people having that kind of a thing? It's very childish and shows no growth at all. Sahaja Yoga must grow within. You should not be anymore regarded as immature Sahaja Yogis. I would say a person who is a matured Sahaja Yogi is the one who can combine so many things together with all beautiful lines, thin lines, thin maryadas maintained. But you cannot do the other way now. For example, if you say, all right, now I'll be sweet, and then I'll be angry, then I'll be like this, then I'll be like that. It will be a hodgepodge. It's a funny personality. You see, suddenly I get angry like that. And then people will think you are doing Bharatanatyam or something like that, showing all your moods. In 5 minutes, you show 10 moods. This is the growth within you which will show. So we have to have our growth. And for growth, let us be silent within. Let us not react to others. This person is like that, that person is like that. What about yourself? Also, there are other ways, like I tell somebody that you see, you have this problem. So that person immediately goes to the second person and says, you see, mother told me that you too have this problem, better look after. I didn't tell that person, I told you. Keep it to yourself. So mother says is to be given up. Absolutely. If mother has to say, she'll say it. Why should you communicate? Why should you say, I never asked you to say that? And understanding Sahaja Yoga is very simple. Extremely simple. When you understand one thing, that you have to have your innocence intact. Now, how to get to innocence? People will say. How to get to innocence? It's a vicious circle. How to get to innocence? It's a very vicious circle. We have to get to innocence. Through what? Your ego or superego? How will you get to innocence? Mother says, don't raise your kundalini. I mean, I am sitting here, people are just doing like that. What's happening? I am sitting here, kundalini is up there on your head. What are you raising? Now, how to manage is the problem. Very simple it is. In the beginning I said, let your Guru reside in your heart. How to manage? Why? Let mother manage. Mother is managing me. Keep it at that. Your right side will clear. Your left side will clear when you say, nobody can manage me but mother can manage me. Two things together. Things will work out. Thank God you have somebody like me to sitting here where you can say so. Think of those who never had anyone to tell them or to be in their presence, to say that I can manage this or you can manage that. That's how you can balance. Allow your kundalini to grow. Everything works out. Like this house when I purchased, or when they purchased, or who purchased. So many questions and complications. How? What's worked? It's there. Quite intact. Nothing has fallen off. Nothing has gone wrong. I had to shout once. All right. But let me shout. You don't start shouting. As soon as I finish, they'll take a loudspeaker, shout even louder. Mother says, so you are this, that. I am saying about you, whom are you preaching? But only
You can take the three great Mahamantras. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Mahalakshmi Saraswati Kali Triguణात्मिका Kundalini Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Devyai Namo Namaha Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Kalaki Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Devyai Namo Namaha Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Kalaki Sakshat Shri Sahasrahara Swamini Moksha Pradayani Mataji Shri Nirmala Devyai Namo Namaha Shri Nirmala Devyai Namo Namaha Shri Nirmala Devyai Namo Namaha. Can all bow down to Mother and raise up Kundalini collectively. Thank you everyone for joining in for our meditation today. I will play music for people who want to continue to meditate. Jesh Mataji. Yashmati, everyone. I'll close the meeting now. Thank you again for joining in. Yashmati ji.